Don't start it again, Randy. Oh.
Hey, that'd be a nice intro. Yeah.
Hey guys,
Oh.
welcome back to another episode of Three Slips, 70 Points. I see Raj has got Cricket Australia ball in his hand, and he's all set for the fourth test in MCG. And Randy,
That's Kohli's face when he sees a ball outside off.
no, that's Kohli's face when he sees the ball on the stump. On the wicket.
No, that's Kohli's face when he sees the
and it outside off stump.
Yeah. Or when he sees a presenter, when he sees a news presenter.
Before we jump into the episode on the day we are recording, happy birthday, Randeep. You're now a year older and a year wiser.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'll say yes. I'm just going to accept them.
And also a man with lots of libbies.
I'll accept it.
Yes.
Yes, that needs to be researched.
All right.
Yes.
Fourth test between India and Australia in MCG, aka the Boxing Day test. And it's a sold out. And it's going to be one of the hottest Boxing Day games ever. Day one, expected to be at 40 degrees. Good luck to both Randeep and myself, who I'm going to get roasted in that sun there.
You guys should get one of those hat umbrellas.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That'll be ideal.
Yeah.
It's actually ideal for you.
It should have.
So the way I am prepping for this, it's what I did in the previous test, because I was sitting at M3 because the sun after 12 o'clock comes across. So I've got my India top of me, and then I think I have some other top. I'm just gonna cover it like this, like Chunni. I'll just look up.
You should also have one of those
done.
beer can holders, and then hydration straight into your mouth.
And pro tip: get a handheld fan.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that would feel so good.
With the water mist.
Bunnings.
Let's go to Bunnings. Chai.
Cool. I think big news.
But it's going to be a very hot day. Very, very hot day.
Good. Finish up. But
yeah. No. I was saying it's a hot day on that day, but yesterday's hot day and today's an overcast day, so it's been raining.
Yeah, hopefully no more rain interruptions.
Quite a bit.
No, I think we have one day which is going to have rain during the game. The forecast I saw. Yeah,
that's fine.
But we'll still have 4 full days of the game.
I think
exactly.
Saturday they are thinking.
Big news coming from Australian camp is their team. They've dropped the McSweeney from playing 15 or the team 15. They've dropped Hazelwood because of injury as well. Thoughts of dropping McSweeney after just 3 tests?
But I think we already know the answer, right? He gave the answer the next day after getting dropped. He made a nice, cool 70, I think 70 or something.
That's a solid response to the selectors.
I think, solid response. But I think it's for something what you said, Raj. Like, dropping him was not a good idea because, look, yes, runs he did not score many, but he was still at the pitch and he got rid of the shine. That made it a little bit easier for the other batsmen that are coming. And you're promoted someone who plays the batter third or fourth.
And his replacement is a 19-year-old as well, so there's a lot of pressure going in in front of 100K sold out crowd.
Plus, I think that
and a 19-year-old who is, how many said he ain't scared. I think that's the only reason he got the call back. He's like, good, okay, you're not scared.
If Khawaja was scoring lots of runs and this guy failed, because Khawaja's got all the experience in the world, right? But if Khawaja can't score and he's giving you about the same value as Khawaja, I think this guy should stay. And I think given he's got no experience opening, even at the domestic level, he did really well. He was giving you 10 overs of batting.
exactly.
Let's
I
assume
mean,
Sam Constas is a more attacking batter in general, and he gives you runs. But imagine if he just gets out while attacking, and he gives you 10 runs more or 20 runs more, but he's only absorbed like, I don't know, 15 to 20 balls. He's not.
you
It's not
mean
the same value.
you could just say playing like Jaiswal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He'll give you a 160 one game, but rest of the games he might give you ducks. It's all possible.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Don't really think. Again, I'd be curious to understand, like, if they ever give us an insight on why the decision was made. But because the opening is what Raj said, right? One is to get Shine away from the ball and score runs, right? Like, obviously, it is at a slow rate, because yes, it was much a slow rate, but you're getting rid of the Shine on the ball, so it makes it a little bit easier. And that's what Pujara did, right? That's what Pujara did when he came down, right? He just stood there. He's like, cool, I've got a body, I don't need a bat. So let me just
he played over 2,000 balls in that series last
a
year.
lot longer, no doubt. Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
so, but I think selectors may have realized that, hey, we may have put someone in the opening slot who's never done it, and it's our fault, even though they'll never say it. And they probably will bring McSweeney in for Labu or
Smith,
someone else. Oh yeah, Smith when Smith retires in January,
Yeah.
which will be in the next couple of years. Like, he's old enough, I think. Well, he just.
But what about dropping Labu?
And a resilient 60.
He hasn't had a.
Like what?
Also,
Okay,
he bowled faster than rest of the bowlers as well. So.
Oh, that's right. That's why he still was.
But wait, the 60 he scored was
that's
very
one of the things I
resilient
got
in a very hard test. And I think he deserves more chances, right? Because he gave you 2 whole years of averaging over 60. And I know he's had a very average season, past couple seasons. But I still think he's good because no one else has scored runs either.
Exactly. Apart from Travis Head, I don't think there's anyone that's consistent in the squad for Australia as well. So,
and Travis, and prior to this series, Travis Head wasn't even in good form. India just somehow brings the best out of him.
I'll probably say not just India; it's more Rohit Sharma that brings the best out of Travis Head.
I am curious about that. Do you think? I know there won't be any change, but do we need a change? Like,
Rohit Sharma
from India's
his
perspective.
captaincy.
Within this series, hell no. You're not going to see any changes. Maybe after the series, depending on how the next 2 matches go, they might see some changes. Like I just saw a meme of India practicing, and apparently Devdutt Padikkal was bowling at him, and he was getting out. Like it was just. I mean, I'm sure he only probably like he messed up, did something weird, and someone was just recording.
Also, there's news that Rohit Sharma got hit on his knee in the practice, and I'm like, oh my god, is this the news that they're gonna build on and make him sit on the fence for the game? And have you guys heard about the whole? Have you guys heard about the whole Indian players dodging the English media press? Oh my god, that was so ridiculous. They were accepting questions only in Hindi and did not give an opportunity for any of the English player or English media to ask. Oh god, that was so messed up.
Just mind games. It's all good.
Well, I mean, I felt it was India eliminating one player at a time, so they eliminated the media to start off. So they just need to now focus on playing 11.
It's just mind games. We know this will just get more marketing for the series. Like for MCG, as you might have heard, like Chai, there's a huge. It's like a carnival that the government is setting up for that game, Like, I don't know if you've heard, Raj, like our government is pouring money and just a lot of it's just going to be like food stalls, dancing, this, that, the whole thing's going to be decked out, right? So they just want more people to come and more money spent. So it's just marketing. You come after January, you're like, okay, cool, bye. Just,
What we'll probably go around the table.
but
Randeep, the birthday boy, what do you expect out of this MCG game?
I want to say India wins, but
Right. The birthday boy has made a wish. Come on, Team India, please
no,
grant his wish.
come on, Team India. My only thing is the reality is their opening and middle batting needs to become stronger. They if they get that right, then yeah, India's won easily. There's no way. Bowling is pretty goodish, right? I don't think so there's any change in the bowling, right? I haven't heard anything other than Ashwin, obviously.
They've got
he's
someone
out,
else
but,
coming in. Kotian
there's nothing else, right?
coming in the
Kotian.
squad. Yeah.
Oh, he's in the squad, but not in the
most likely
at the moment, we don't know the playing 11, but yeah. So your Akashdeep,
From
are they
what we've
going
seen,
with
They
yeah,
probably
I
stick
think
with
the same
they
league.
probably stick with the same squad unless the mysterious injuries of Akashdeep and Rohit Sharma getting hit in nets flare up.
But I think and
yeah.
if,
so that's my only thing.
There
If
is conditions
go,
that
Raj.
need a spinner, then they'll probably swap Akashdeep for someone with a spinner.
Yeah.
Like Washi might come in. Yeah, Washi might come in for one of the
with two spinners.
And also the weather as well, right? The first day is 40, second day is 32, and Melbourne 32 is pretty hot as well, right? So I'm sure you need in case India gets into the field on day one, you need someone, or you need those players that could help protect the fast bowlers or give them a bit of a breather as well.
Because it's 31 tomorrow, Chai, for like in Melbourne, and like this pure sun. There's and Thursday 36, so two proper hot days for the ground to dry and everything.
Raj,
right?
what do you reckon?
But
sorry.
yeah, let's see. So my wish, hopefully India wins. Just need to improve the batting. I think bowling is pretty solid, and fielding is.
Raj, what do you expect?
But yeah.
Yeah, for me, I want two things. One, for India to figure out how to get Travis Head out cheaply. Like when I say cheaply, I feel like in our case, him scoring a 40 is cheap. I feel like the problem with us so far has been, as soon as he comes on, we're like, put two on the boundary on this side, put one on the boundary on this side, and let's start the game. Now, you're just allowing Travis Head to just knock the ball here and there, get your initial singles in, get your eye in. No. Attack him to the days. Yeah. And in that process, if he scores 40 off of the 30 balls, all good. But that 41st run, make that hard. Make it as hard as possible. Attack him. And just get him out. Just
make it hard, yeah.
Do not let him score. It's all good. But keep attacking him. Set traps. Because last game, they became really, really complacent against him.
And he only got out. Travis Head only got out because he wanted to.
All through the series, Travis Head, I think they had plans for everyone. Everyone sort of, nicked here, edged there, or got ball. But Travis Head, we couldn't get him out. He got out. He was trying to accelerate the scoring rate, and he got out because of his mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the second thing I want is Gill to score runs. He needs to come good for us.
Yes. I want the whole squad to pick up their scoring rate. I think apart from Rahul, no one else has been scoring. So everyone's been knocking here and there. Need the whole team to turn up and start scoring runs. I just hope that India wins the toss, gets in and I can see a recollection, a recreation of Sehwag's 195. I don't know if you guys recollect. I think it was 2003 series where Sehwag comes out, all guns blazing, 195, tries to hit this big six of McGill and gets caught in the deep when his scoring is for that 200. He wants to wrap it up at score that 200 with a six. So I don't want that 195, but I need some spicy innings like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, yeah.
And especially when Chaya and I are going to be at the ground on day one, so
Oh
we
yeah,
want something
I think we
spicy. So
spoke in our last episode. I either want this to be a run fest,
yeah,
see a good centuries being scored. Don't care about who's going to do
yeah,
it, but prefer India to do it, or see a wicket fest.
prefer Indian
I don't
do it,
think
yeah,
wicket fest is on the cards, just because of
yeah,
the hot weather. I don't think there will be much for the bowlers, at least on day one. Probably it's going to swing a bit in the first hour or two, and then as sun is going to hammer it down, it's going to turn into a beautiful batting track for the rest of the day. So that's why I'm scoring, run fest, recreate that 195 of Sehwag again.
And there's still two more risks which we haven't talked about, which we've seen not glimpse. So one of them we've seen them for all of India's batting. It's their love of fifth, seventh, and seventh stump, right?
Who are you
Playing
talking about?
that far, right? So there are some people out there. There are people in this squad that love reaching out for the seventh stump, right? That needs to be plugged. And the other one is we know his was out, and who's going to come in? Boland is
I mean,
again.
with
Everyone
Boland,
loves him, and he loves the
simple
MCG.
tip: survive ball number one. Don't
He's got a
hook him.
great
Give him a
record.
wicket on the first ball of his attack.
Oh, yeah. So those are still two very big risks, which will just topple us over.
Here, I mean, we just hope or expect a good game between bat and ball. That's all I'm expecting. I'm not going to pick sides, India, but let's hope it's a good game.
Wait, are you guys planning on going
And push it
back
to
if
day
they have a
5.
decent first day?
I would think of doing it. If the day one is good, I think day two seems to be on the verge of Salar as well. So I might actually try get in on either day two or day three, which probably is going to be more interesting and juicy if day one is good.
I think it's going to rain on day 2.
It's forecasted to rain up to 1 millimeter. So it's a scattered, tiny tad bit of shower that you might expect sometime during the day. Not enough to cause damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, what are your score lines then?
I'm not even gonna bet on score lines. Either the contrasting innings, either you have all out for 150 and then score 460 odd in the second innings, or even struggle to cross 200 for the rest of it. So I'm not gonna bet anything on, especially with India batting, right, at this point.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if we cross 200 is all I'm gonna leave it.
Why is our bar so low? We're just happy if they cross.
I actually reckon Cummins is going to be so
yeah.
pumped this game because I think he really wanted a result last game, which he couldn't force. So he's going to take that momentum with him into this game, and he'll be so pumped. We're going to see a lot of overs from him if we make Australia bowl longer.
And you're right. At the moment, the momentum is with Australia because minus like the rain that like obviously messed up quite a few things. I did not want that rain at the end because it would be a nice one day.
I'd probably say even Australia is
and that would have been really good.
I mean, the rain was interrupting, but Australia's second innings, the way they got started, they were not attacking, yet they lost 5 wickets. So they are on a bit of a back foot there as well. I think it was just Travis Head and Pat Cummins and Alex Carey who sort of went for the runs. The top 5 wickets did not score runs. They didn't go for runs. They were genuine, line and length bowling that got him to, nick edge or stump.
And the best part was everyone got wickets, not just
Exactly.
Bumrah. It was Siraj,
Akash
Akash.
Deep. Yeah. So I would probably say
Akash, yeah.
both the teams are going in probably at a neutral or at the same level. They both carry a bit of good form, good things going into the game, and a bit of scary nerves as well. So it's, as I said, probably would be an interesting first couple of hours, and that's going to set the tone for the rest of the game.
And plus,
and I agree with the Australia bit also, because if you look at the top three for Australia, they haven't fired, like throughout the whole series, right? Like the whole series, they haven't fired that much. They haven't really got going. If you just look at the top three, look, yeah, Smithy had 100 in the last test, right? Like he fought for that and he got to 100. All right, fair enough. But they have not really fired that much. Again, it's not like we've done any better. We've had the 100. Rahul's been the only consistent one, and he's played very well. But yeah, so they've got that
but
also.
I
They
think
need to plug.
MCG and SCG will be way better for batting in comparison to whatever we've had so far. So we should expect
100%.
runs from both teams.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's what we are expecting out of these two games. A pretty good game, pretty close. Let's go or full length. Go to day 4, go to day 5 of the test. Let's see both the batting lineups play at their full capacity.
And the other interviews I was watching for the games, I think I was watching Michael Clark's podcast somewhere, and he basically said if Sharma was going to make any runs, it will be at MCG. It's a real decent track, and it'll really suit his type of batting. And given he's not going to face the newer ball now, given he'll probably come at number 6, I'm really hoping he comes out of his shell.
Absolutely.
I reckon he should just come in and try attack. Screw blocking.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Oh well, I think we gotta wait for we are on 24th when we're recording this. We wait for a couple of days to see what magic unfolds. News from a parallel universe, or a universe that we kept predicting around Champions Trophy, where we kept saying, no way India's going to travel. I think, we've got news coming out that India is going to play the games at a neutral venue. The OG script writer wrote the script a long time before things unfolded. But yeah, I think it's now formally confirmed that India is going to play the games in UAE as a neutral venue. And the flip side, the PCB agreed to this because there's a demand of them playing at a neutral venue for all the games that India is going to host till 2027.
But it's the tit for tat model, right? Where India is not going to travel, and they're not going to travel to India either, which is fair.
Again, I'm just gonna put this, again, 24th of December 2024, that Pakistan is going to travel to India for the next ICC event, hosted in India. Yeah, again.
They could have just done it in Sri Lanka. It wasn't that far.
I think
could have just done it in Sri Lanka. But I think that will be when India hosts.
Most of the Indian events, most of the events that India is going to host is a combined. We've got a co-host as well. So there's Sri Lanka, there's Bangladesh hosting us. So again, OG scriptwriter has got the script sorted, done and dusted long time ago. Talking about Pakistan. Have you guys been following the series against South Africa? And oh my God, the form Pakistan is. They've whitewashed South Africa in an ODI series, and this is probably first time that South Africa has been whitewashed 3-0.
Finally,
The thing is,
Pakistan
it's
won
whitewashing
something.
them in their own backyard in ODI right before Champions Trophy. This is massive.
Yeah,
So I
Yeah.
think they just beat Australia in Australia also.
that's right. So Pakistan is really high in their ODI form.
With law of averages, they're ready to lose.
Oh man, that's such an anticlimactic way of the story. But only time's gonna tell. Have you seen the Pakistan squad? And except for, I mean, when I was looking at this, except for like three or four, the rest of the team is absolutely brand new. I'm like, oh my God, where were this raw talent sitting and hiding all these days? And in the last game, they got the good old reverse swing back in. Like every single bowler, the fast bowler that rocked up was reverse swinging the ball. And a Klaasen goes out and say, if we lose 5 wickets reverse swing, there's no way we can win a game. Yeah, I love how they brought the reverse swing back into the game. Or is it
Does that mean the sacking helped them? Or the quitting, not sacking, because he quit. So that looks like the change of coach. Who you got?
Yeah.
Azad
I'm
and
just hoping for
Akun.
them to produce all of that swing in the
Javed.
test matches because we need Pakistan to push South Africa around a little bit.
Yeah. They,
I'm still waiting on Afghanistan's world tour at the moment and drop Pakistan for little bit.
if Pakistan can cause a bit of an upset,
Uh,
that's gonna turn the tables, or it's gonna make WTC more interesting. I think we've always seen where when the bottom half of the table plays the top half of the table, it's more of, all right, I already did not make the cut. All right, let me take another team with me rather than, all right, let's give this game. So yeah, hoping Pakistan gets pulls some miracles in the series.
and also, while they've batted first, at the moment 2 games, they've scored to 300.
Yeah,
Like
and I think all of these
decent,
games have been.
good run.
I would not say even in a close game, they have been pretty much one-sided games that just Pakistan won out and out. Throw the ball at them or throw the bat. They've ruled out straight in that first innings itself.
No, but with Klaasen and stuff coming in,
Good on them. Hopefully they get them nice momentum. Yeah.
with Klaasen and stuff coming in, they did decent. They did stop the runs. They strategically stopped them.
Yeah. They started losing wickets, and then Klaasnen was essentially fighting a losing battle all along. That especially that third game, even though Klaasnen scored like 80 odd in a very quick pace, he was running out of partners on the other end. It was only like a wicket 7 or 8 where the other guy managed to score about 40 odd runs with him, build a bit of a partnership, sort of gave a bit of a hope to South Africa. But yeah, I think that top order collapse set the tone for that game as well.
Let's see. They've got tests coming up same time as Boxing Day, starting Boxing Day. So it should be interesting. What are your thoughts? How are they going to do in test? One day they've improved quite a bit, but
I think we've kept talking about this, that bring in fresh blood, bring in
yeah,
new players, change the way you're approaching the game, and I think it's paying off results, right? They did that swap around in against England in the home
yes.
test after that first massive loss. It did turn out pretty well, pretty successful.
Mm.
They continue the same form. There you go, Raj is back. Minor tech issues. But yeah, I think that whole change in the existing squad, just rejig everything, is working wonders for Pakistan. And seriously hope they
Mm.
continue to keep up this good form, take it into tests. And again, they're coming off a high as well from a test perspective. They beat After a disastrous series against Bangladesh at home, they beat England at
Yeah,
home.
correct. Yeah.
And then going into this, yeah, they are with the clean sweep on ODIs. I think it's all confidence and the boost that Pakistan needs in the test.
But I feel like playing South Africa in tests in South Africa,
Absolutely.
different ball game
But I think
altogether.
we were just talking where the change in the squad, refresh the squad, is working wonders to for Pakistan. So one could only hope that they continue the momentum into the next game.
Yeah.
The crazier part for me is them doing well,
Exactly.
even while the
But
coaches have been on a circulation,
Oh
revolving
well,
doors,
for
whatever you
once,
can
I
call it.
guess they've kept the things outside
yeah.
of field, literally outside the field. The playing 11 that's entering the game are giving in their 100% and results as well, right? Beating South Africa in ODI series in South Africa 3-0 is a
Yeah.
big achievement.
It's massive.
So sorry, just question. So from this ODI squad that we've got for South Africa and Pakistan,
Probably it's gonna
I'm guessing there's going to be just
be the
minor
same.
changes, minor people changes for this, or be pretty
I
much
Yeah,
the
think the
same.
captain
Shan
changes.
Masood's back, the guy that could speak pretty good English. I'm so in
Yeah.
love with the way he speaks. For a Pakistani captain.
Now he just needs to bat the
Yeah,
same now.
but I think overall they've got a pretty stable side, and I think they haven't done.
Mm.
Sorry.
Said no one ever.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty stable side. Said no
Yeah.
one ever.
So yeah, at this point they're carrying the team around from their England high. So one could only hope that they put up a pretty good game. But again, like the India Australia, only time can tell. So wait and watch for a couple more days to see what unfolds in South Africa.
I reckon if they can manage to score runs in South Africa in a test match, they will win. Because I still think they have enough bowling to get the wickets on those pitches. So far, the trend in South
Mm.
Africa has been that the visiting team just doesn't put enough runs on the board. And Timber Bavuma is in a crazy form right now in tests. I don't know how it happened.
Oh man.
Somehow,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
he
God.
suddenly comes into form out of nowhere. All of a sudden the entire squad's flying high and he's there as a captain and completely out of form. So well, as long as he's in the right hand.
I wrote it. I wrote it a while ago, and I'm like, who is this guy?
Oh
Why
well.
is he
So
here? And then he
we've got
just
a couple of
flips the whole
interesting
script, and
games
it's like, yeah, this is
coming
why I'm here.
through. We've got some big news around Champions
Oh my God.
Trophy. So I think over next month and a half, it's all building into Champions Trophy as well. WTC would be shaping up in a pretty good state. So I think let's call it there. Stay tuned to the podcast series. We've got more fun activities and more fun recordings to come our way. Thanks for tuning in. Do the usual thing of liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, the usual stuff. Thanks, guys. See ya.